play online against 255 of your closest friends. Who are we kidding? MAG is coming to PlayStation 3, and we've got the scoop on how this ambitious shooter will work. Andy from Zipper Interactive is here to walk us through all the specifics. So is Greg Miller. Greg, take us into the world of MAG.
Thank you, Miss Jessica.
You're very welcome.
Andy, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Tell us all about MAG for somebody who might not be reading the PlayStation channel every day.
Excellent. Well, MAG is about three things. First and foremost, believe it or not, it's about scale. This is the largest first-person shooter.
No.
Yeah.
I would never have guessed that.
So it's the largest first-person shooter ever to hit the consoles, and it's only going to be on the PlayStation 3. And by having that many players in the game, the first question everybody asks is, oh my God, is it going to be laggy? Is it going to be chaotic? People aren't going to know what to do, but it's not. We thought long and hard about it, which brings us to our second pillar of the game, which is command. So in order to keep that 256 players working as a unit, working together, going towards a common objective, we've broken the battle down into squads, platoons. We're automatically going to match you up with a team of other guys and girls who can share your objectives and work towards that common goal. And then we're going to put leaders, individual players, on top of that who can kind of give some orders and incentivize you to work as a team. And then last but not least, the persistent element of the game, the fact that every battle you play matters for you as a soldier, how you grow your skills, and also for the private army that you've joined.
So how does it all get assigned? Who decides, okay, I'm going to be the leader? Is it automatically assigned? Do you assign it to somebody? How does that work?
The system automatically does that. So obviously, with that many people in the game, you don't want to be sitting in a room when you're trying to get a game going, waiting everybody to hit start. So we have a very robust matchmaking system that basically takes a look at everybody who's coming into the battle, looks at who's qualified for those leadership roles, which is a combination of, you got to be a certain level, and then you have to have a certain number of victories as a leader to get to the higher levels. And then it will choose one of those leaders to take on that role based upon when the last time they were a leader and things like that. So everybody who's qualified gets a shot to lead.
What is my incentive as a player, if there is an 11-year-old who's kind of annoying ahead of me, what's my incentive to stick with him and stick with my leader?
I guarantee that will happen. So if you watch CJ as he's playing here, you can see that 5 experience and 5 XP Frago bonus. He's about to plan a charge on an anti-aircraft battery, which is what he as a squad leader has assigned to his team to do. Now anybody on his team who's fighting around this objective, this Frago, that he's assigned is going to guarantee themselves some bonus experience. So anything anybody does around that assigned objective is going to double their experience points. So that 11-year-old is going to instantly see, oh man, I can get way more elite if I fight around where I've been told to, and he's going to do it. So it's a real carrot versus stick type of system.
Now with this many people playing in the game and with how large the map is, would you consider this potentially being described as an FPS MMO?
Well, it's definitely first and foremost an FPS, but we did look at the MMOs to figure out some things we wanted to do and what things we weren't going to do. The persistent element of the game has a pretty large skill tree, for example. So as you play through the game, instead of being a traditional shooter where you've just got a couple of classes that you can choose from, you can really tailor the skills you unlock to be maybe the best sniping guy who can also be a medic. And so those are all choices that players can make.
This is a really in-depth game, in terms of experience, in terms of squads. Is it something you see appealing to just the casual first-person fan as well as, the people who love Zipper for stuff like the SOCOM and stuff?
Yeah, everybody probably says that they try to get that, immediate appeal, that accessibility, but we definitely wanted to make it a forte for our game. So the first and foremost, we asked the question, can Joe Blow jump in the game who doesn't know about squads, doesn't know about what a platoon is from a squad, etc., and just have a great time running around shooting people in the face? So that's first and foremost. Now from there, we always bring you into, when you spawn back into the game, we bring you in with your squad. And so eventually, as that new player continues to play the game, they'll start to notice, hey, what's this Frago experience bonus I'm getting? They can hop on the channels, the voice channels, and ask people what that's all about, and find out that over time, hey, I'm getting more rewards, I'm getting a better experience by working as a team. So easy to jump into and a lot of stuff to learn as you play.
How are you guys able to not have it be full of lag?
We have a pretty good, pretty talented networking team, but it was, from day one, this game was built from the ground up to be a large-scale multiplayer shooter. So we first built the server infrastructure and the networking technology that would make it possible. All the servers are hosted by Sony, so you don't have to be dependent on the person hosting the game and their network connection to make the game solid. And we basically look at everybody on the battlefield and only send you the most information about the guys right around you. So the guy who's off on the other side of the map, we're not going to send you as many updates, which means that the people around you are getting a really crisp updates on what's going on, yeah.